Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Sports with This Though. I'm your host, your boy Ricks the Biz. We're here for another episode today, man. It's a very sad and emotional day. So grab your tissues because you're gonna need one, especially you're a Dallas Mavericks fan from Dallas. This is a very hard episode, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. We got a lot to talk about. So man, you know what? Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. I gotta say it again, man. Just the pain of it, the pain of losing a player like Luka Doncic, the kid, the prodigy, the one that we've been building everything around since he came into the league and now he's gone. He's gone, man. It feels like a funeral for the last couple of days, man. I've been trying to do the podcast for the last few days. It just had to take some time to myself. It's a bereavement. I got some bereavement for my job, bro, because it's a sad thing that we're going through out here in the city of Dallas. The Cowboys, trash. They front office is horrible. And now we got to deal with this. Now we got to deal with losing a bright star in our city, man. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to deal with. The heart of the franchise, bro. News came down over the weekend that Luka, Maxi Kleber, Marquise Morris has been traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie in a 2029 first round pick. Like, bro, what in the world? Like, come on, dog. Let's just say this trade not only just shocked the whole NBA, it shocked the world, bro. It shook the whole entire world, dog. I never seen nothing like this trade in my life, y'all. As a lifetime Maverick fan, I remember the run to the championship in 2006, and we came up short against Dwayne Wade. I remember the 2011 run when we won the championship and Dirk went crazy. I remember just last year, the 2024 run where Luka went crazy, bro. So never in a million years would I think Luka's gone. Like, Luka was supposed to be our next chapter. He was supposed to be the one. I don't care what nobody says. Luka was supposed to bring us back a championship here in Dallas. He's supposed to make it back championship city. And now he's gone. We had a feature, bro. I remember watching the first game. Like, I ain't gonna lie, take it back. Before he was drafted, they told us about that the Mavericks was gonna get a European guy named Luka Doncic, who was MVP of EuroLeague and won a EuroLeague championship and all that stuff. I was out on him. I wanted Marvin Bagley. I'm a Duke fan. I wanted Marvin Bagley. But we got him. I remember watching him play like, damn, that white boy cold. That white boy can hoop. The kid is special. And look at us now. At only 25, we traded away our future for Anthony Davis. I'm hurt, bro. I'm really hurt. It's kind of hard to talk about this and do these podcasts, bro. Like, I ain't tripping. But let's keep it real, though, man. If Anthony Davis stays healthy, I can see the vision. I can see the move. The move makes sense. As bad as it doesn't make sense, it kind of does make sense. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. AD, Kyrie, solid combination. But come on, we talking about Luka Doncic. We talking about a generational talent. Luka is top 5 in the league right now. I think this is the only year that he won't make first team. I think every year he been in the league, he made first team All NBA. Maybe we trade that away. It's crazy. I'm at loss of words, bro. Like, we really traded away a walking bucket, man. Walk a highlight film, bro. The guy is so fun. I ain't gonna lie. He's probably the most fun I have watched a player play basketball because he looks out of shape, which they say he is. It was part of their complaints that he got up to 270. Now, that's sources on the streets. It's word on the streets. It's not an official word. Um, he got to 270. He's fun to watch. He makes hella plays, passes. He can shoot. Now, he doesn't play defense. AD, the guy that we bring it in, he's a 25 and 15, 27, 15 guy this season, and he's basically defense player of the year if Wemby wasn't in the league. You get what I'm saying? Like, but to lose Luka Doncic, now we got to watch him play in LA for the Lakers? That's the crazy part about the whole thing, honestly, is watching the Lakers do it. The Lakers be successful. Now, I'm a Cowboy fan. And I understand people's frustration when they get to, when you talk about like America's team, because the Cowboys is America's football team, but the Lakers is America's basketball team. So feels like when the Dallas, with Deion Sanders, I'm pretty sure this is how it feels when Deion Sanders signed with the Cowboys. Like, you got the best defender playing for the best team at the time. One of the most popular team at the time. He was also the best team as well. It just, I can't see a world with the Mavericks without Luka Doncic. Now, I got to see him in LA. Like, I only think 2K would approve this move, bro. That's how crazy this shit is, bro. I only think this move would have went through on 2K. Matter of fact, when I get home, I'm going to try that tonight. I'm going to try the exact same trade on 2K and see exactly what it says. It's probably going to deny me. Well, the Lakers side probably accept, but like, the Mavericks side, I don't think we going to go for it. But yeah, man, at this time of my life, I feel like it's probably the worst moment in my sports fan history. The Cowboys take me through heartbreak from season to season out, but this time it's different. It hit a little different. It just hit a little different. Hit a little different. Because Luka make everything better, bro. All our deficiency. If we didn't have to do this, watching bro press conferences, watching bro talk, like his words, I can tell that he's very shook up about this. And not to tell anybody this trade was going on, which is really more fucked up, bro. Like, oh, man. Like, what does the Mavericks do from now, bro? It don't affect our present because our present looks very bright, but our future, 5, 10 years from now, how do we move on for this? How do we take this move and put it towards our future? Because we basically mortgage our future for this trade, bro. Luka Doncic, 25, perennial all-star, superstar, all-world, best player in the world, one of the best players, or top 5 best players in the world. At 25, we gave him up for an aging star. Now, don't get me wrong, Anthony Davis is a star, but we gave him up for an aging star. Like, where do we go from this? How do we move forward from this? Like, I still believe we go to the playoffs this year. Still believe we could be contenders. But damn, bro, it's Luka Doncic, dog. Like, this shit crazy. I can't even. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't even. But let's switch gears real quick. I guess to a lighter topic because we won't be talking about the Mavericks woes, but we're talking about more the NBA trade deadline because it's still going all over the place. The trade deadline is tomorrow. And the San Antonio Spurs have made some moves as well. They brought in De'Aaron Fox for the Sacramento Kings in a 3-team deal that involves the Chicago Bulls. It has changed. The Kings will receive Zach LaVine, which adds some depth. Which adds some depth to the Bulls roster. Not saying that's any good, but De'Aaron Fox, bro, a dynamic point guard, man. For his speed, his playmaking ability, and then you pair him up with Victor Wembanyama. Man, that's a duo for the future, bro. That's a duo. Like we've been hearing rumblings about De'Aaron Fox on the move ever since the whole moving of the coach Mike Brown. I always thought the Spurs was a good landing spot for my guy. It's kind of like speeds up the Spurs timeline of being a championship team. It speeds up their window, making them one of the teams to watch in the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference, not the Finals. the Spurs are the other team making big moves though, but the Golden State Warriors, of course, are trying to get a big splash, and they've been reaching out to LeBron James and the Lakers. That's what reports say so far. The Lakers are not hitting back. Of course, they was dealing with stealing away our pride and joy here in Dallas. Um, but maybe I'm thinking let's trade Clay. Not Clay. Let's trade Kevin Durant back. Let's get Kevin Durant back and go to State. Let's pair Kevin Durant back up with Steph. And let's see what it work with. Let's get Kaminga out of there. Get Kaminga, what's that dude, Moody, and a couple picks for KD. Let's put KD back in the Warriors and see what they do. I won't say they win a championship this year, but I feel like it would help for the future. It would help. It would help not for the future, but like for next couple of years to do one more last all in with Steph and Draymond and KD. Let's get the band back together. Clay not going nowhere because we're gonna keep him in Dallas. We ain't giving up another goddamn person. God damn it. So yeah, I think I like that deal though. But with the trade deadline tomorrow, what are the moves that y'all think the league should make? Y'all comment below. Do we see some more superstar trades? I think everybody on the trade block at this point. I think everybody is we dangling fruit for everybody. Everybody's expendable. Everybody's good to go. I'm trying to see who's next. I really want to see who's next. I want to see is there another superstar that's gonna be gone by the end of the trade deadline. We're gonna wake up tomorrow morning and see another Shams or Woj bomb that's gonna shake up the league. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep monitoring. But y'all comment who y'all want to see get traded next. Maybe help out y'all team and maybe make y'all team a playoff contender. But all right, man. I gotta get something off my chest. Yeah, I'm ranting all day today, bro. I'm ranting all day today because it's bullshit. I haven't pod in the last week. So it's been some bullshit going on. So we gotta talk about these All Star Snubs. We got LaMelo Ball, Kyrie Irving, Trae Young. The three guys are my All Star Snubs. Let's start off with Kyrie Irving in Dallas. My guy is averaging 24 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 4.9 assists. It was excluded from the All-Star process. Now, we all know what could be the reason. They been kind of trying to blackball Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? The league is. So there could be a reason, but ain't no goddamn way that Kyrie's not an All-Star, bro. You excluded him from the Team USA. Now he's putting up numbers like he actually is in his prime still. And you excluded from the All-Star game. And speaking of prime, we talk about it. It's another All-Star that y'all snub, LaMelo Ball of the Charlotte Hornets. The leading vote getter for the fan votes in the Eastern Conference, LaMelo Ball is excluded from the NBA All-Star game. He's been putting up impressive numbers. Slight work, 32 points per game. 28 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 7.3 assists. But the Hornets have been struggling this year. I think they won about 12 games. So that could have impacted the selection, but it still ain't no way that you got a leading fan vote getter. God put up those numbers. A superstar. All the kids love him. A following like him. You talk about growing the game. You talk about numbers. You talk about viewership. And you excluded him from the All-Star game selection. And next you got Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks. Despite leading the league in assists at 11.4 assists per game and averaging 22.7 points, Trae Young was also snubbed again. And this time, he put out a new word for his snubbing. It's called getting traded. Because it don't matter what position he in, whether it's NBA All-Star, NBA First Team, NBA All-Team, Team USA, the Olympics. He's always snubbed. He's always getting traded. But also these snubs highlights the depth of talent that the NBA has. I know they say viewership, but I believe that NBA is in good hands But this also raises the questions of the selection process. Like, what's the criteria? Is it team performance? Is it individual performance? Is it a combination of both? Uh, what excludes these players from the process? What excludes these players from the All Star game? Like, I'm tired of these players get overlooked, especially Trae Young. Damian Lillard used to be that guy. Like, what do these guys got to do to get in the All Star game? Y'all tell me. Y'all let me know. Name some other stuff that y'all believe that should have been All Star starters or All Star players that didn't make it. Y'all comment and let me know something. And while we talk about All Star game, let's talk about this weak ass promo, bro. This event has been a joke for like years now, bro. I don't remember last time I watched Pro Bowl. Matter of fact, I was watching boxing this weekend. We're gonna get into that later. I didn't even know that the Pro Bowl was on. It used to be like, damn, bro, that's like the top dog, bro. Like as a kid, you watch the Pro Bowl, you tuned in, you seen all the festivities, you enjoyed it. It was some of your favorite players all playing on the same field at the same time. But now it's a joke. It's a shadow of what it once was. Now, we got a Pro Bowler, five-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, future Hall of Famer J.J. Watt has said that the Pro Bowl is basically a participation bowl at this point. Calling out says it's a bunch of just offensive players getting in. Over 20 players opted out this year, which makes the fans fed up. And don't get me started on the skills challenge. The skills challenge is a bunch of BS as well. It's an absolute joke. You got events that's just like satisfying, like coaches and things like that, like catching with slippery gloves, like who can spike. I see like a spike power competition. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that, bro? Like, come on, bro. It just didn't make sense. Like, we gotta stop with all these gimmicky and let's get back to the game. Let's make it after the Super Bowl like it was before. So get those players time to rest. You got the Super Bowl champions, they could come out. Let's put the pad on. Let's pad it up. Let's make the Pro Bowl back into a real football game. Let's keep it away from the 707 flag football junk, and let's keep it full contact, which made it special. Let's see some kicks, some punters that try to do some fake punts. Let's get a Sean Taylor coming out there flying it, knocking their block off like we did before. Let's keep, like I said, it's going back to after the Super Bowl, the Sunday after the Super Bowl. Let's not do it before the Super Bowl. Let's not compare it with the NFL honors and all that junk. Let's do it after the Super Bowl, last game of the season. Let's go back to Hawaii. So let's do it. Another thing, let's do incentives. Let's go back. Let's do some incentives. The winning team, the winners conference, get the home field in the Super Bowl. Let's add more money up so these players can be more intrigued in doing it. You know, NFL already get the low end of the stick when it comes to the money in professional sports anyway. So let's guarantee some more money up. Let's do all that. Let's do it. But until these changes happen, I think the Pro Bowl is gonna remain regular. I think the Pro Bowl is gonna remain normal. I think it's gonna still be a joke. I think viewership is still gonna be low. Like I said, I didn't even know the Pro Bowl was on. I wasn't even paying attention to it this weekend. I couldn't even tell you who won. I could tell you it's only one drill because I seen it off of social media. Well, two. I see like the little quarterback accuracy test, and I also see like the spike power. I think that's a real drill. I think that was a real drill. Because I definitely see somebody, you know how they did like the little boxing thing where you could hit the ball and see the power of who hit the hardest. They did a spiky drill like that where they took the football, spiked it on a little bullseye, and see the power of the spike. It was weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but like this shit ain't worth watching, bro. Just change it. Let's go back to the regular Pro Bowl. Let's get back to it. Now let's talk about boxing. This weekend was some electric fights went down. As you know, boxing is one of my top 5 favorite sports. It's top 3 after football and basketball. This weekend we had some fights went down. First we talked about first up, David Benavidez faced against David Morrell. In a highly anticipated bout, David Benavidez dominated Morrell. Now, it really wasn't close. He showed you why he's a Mexican monster. He maintained his unbeaten record with a unanimous decision victory and his performance solidifies himself as a top contender in the super middleweight division. He's looking for not Terrence Crawford. He's looking for Canelo Alvarez, bro. He's been calling him out for past few years, and Alvarez is kind of low key. I mean, in my opinion, he's been ducking him. I don't think he wants that smoke. Uh, and on that card, we had my guy, one of my favorite fighters out of Philly, Stephen Fulton, Cool Boy Steph Scooter. Stephen Fulton Jr., he fought, it was a rematch against Brandon Figueroa, but Fulton came back out like, yeah, bro, he was on another level that night. He showed everybody why he's the type contender. But hey, that ain't got nothing to do with the fight, bro. That's not the best part of that fight. The best part of that fight was my boy Fit. My boy went all the way East Coast with the Philly swag. My boy had he had the jorts, he had the boxer shorts that looked like jorts. They had looked like the little cutoff shorts, you know what I'm saying? Then he had the Tims made into boxing shoes. Bro was really on his East Coast Philly swag, bro. Like he took over, bro. He dropped the East Coast flavor. He whooped some ass and he got it done. Next fight coming up next, man, we got Gervonta Davis. Tank Heat for the fight March 1st against Lamont Roach for the lightweight title of the world at the Barclays Center in New York. Now I believe this fight is gonna be it's gonna be a knockout. My opinion. Roach is a good fighter though. I've been watching Roach for a minute now. Roach is a good fighter. He's not a scary fighter. He's gonna get in there. He's gonna swing. He's gonna bang. But it's Gervonta, bro. It's Tank. It's Tank. Roach is stepping up from super middleweight to fight Tank. But I think this is just a payday, bro. I think this payday. Him and Roach is cool. They friends. They grew up in the amateurs and stuff together. So I believe this is getting his partner a payday. Coming back out. I think his best fights is coming up. But who honestly want to see Tank? I do want to see the rematch of Ryan Garcia. I do want to see him fight against Chris Stevenson. So those are a couple fights that I do want to see coming up next. But right now, I'm just happy to see Tank back in the ring. One of the most exciting boxers in probably in a long time that we've seen since Floyd Mayweather. So I definitely want to see Tank back, ready to see Tank back into the ring. It leads into a monumental announcement between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford have agreed to a super fight stated for September this year at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The battle is to make history, bro. You got two of the biggest fighters in this generation. The credentials, I think the pay-per-view is gonna break the bank. It's gonna break records for attendance, revenue, all this stuff, man. I still kind of salty over Terrence Crawford, the way he did my boy Earl. But hey, bro, I like Terrence Crawford in this fight, bro. I like TC. Canelo Alvarez, he's a good fighter, but he haven't really put himself to the test in a long time. Especially with nobody as quick as Terrence Crawford, who got the boxing IQ as good as Terrence Crawford. I think he fought Bivol, which was a good fight. He hit him. I think Canelo, in my opinion, Canelo lost that fight. But yeah, about this fight with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford, I like it. I'm looking forward to it. September 2025 in Las Vegas. That's tentative date for right now. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's going on. Over the weekend, the last fight I caught was Carissa Shields and Danielle Perkins. Like I said, I tapped in the greatest woman of all time, greatest woman boxer of all time, and Carissa Shields. Tuned into a fight. She and another one to her collection, and another one. What's the song? And another one. She adds another one to her collection. Becoming an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world over the victory between Danielle Perkins. Excuse me. She dominated the fight the whole time. She really dominated. She ended up knocking Perkins down with like 10 seconds left for the 10th round and final round. Caught her with a clean viral shot. I'm sure y'all been seeing it all over the internet. But she caught her with one that just, pow, knocked her ass down. It was the end of the fight. It was a 10-second count, but it was basically over with anyway. But at the fight, I need y'all to know, did y'all see my guy, Lou Young, the comedian, the social media guy that do the impressions? My guy had on, he was in the background of her, walk her out. He had the full Frank Lucas inspired outfit. He's rocking that alpaca uh, alpaca fur coat and all that, bro. Like, bro was really just going crazy, bro. Bro's a funny guy, bro. That's a good follow of you on social media. Follow you. But like I said, these boxing events, I can't wait for the Canelo fight that happens, the Tank Davis fight, March 1st. We're gonna talk about that more when the fight get closer. But yeah, I can't wait for boxing these upcoming matches. But I love sitting down on Saturday nights. And we had Carissa on Sunday. Carissa on Sunday. I look forward to Saturday nights with watching me a good boxing match. I remember back in the days with my pops. You know what I'm saying? Got the popcorn popping. You go to the pay-per-view. You watching the boxing match. You watching Roy Jones Jr. You watching Floyd. You watching all those heavy hitters like that. So I've been tapped in with boxing for a long time, man. I think I'm getting some more boxing content on here to let y'all know my knowledge of boxing and how much my love for boxing. Speaking of the pay-per-views, though, bro, I tapped into something I ain't watched in a long time, bro. It's been about 15 years. 15 years since I watched this. So, it's kind of, let me tell you what weekend. So, Sunday, I watch a lot of different podcasts. So I tapped in. It was an episode. Well, actually, Saturday. My bad. I'm saying Sunday. Saturday, I tapped in. Saturday morning was an episode of the 520 podcast, and it had Jay Uso, one of the a wrestler on there. So I'm like, oh shoot, I never really just saw bro interview. Really paid attention to bro. I knew who his lineage is. I knew who his pops was and the bloodline, all that stuff. But I never paid attention to see what type of guy bro was. So I listened to the interview. I said, oh shit, he's an interesting guy. They said Royal Rumble. They said it was on Peacock. So if it was pay-per-view, I wasn't gonna pay for it. But it was on Peacock. I happened to have Peacock. So I turned it on. I turned on the Peacock. Watched the interview. Turned on the Peacock. Started tuning into wrestling. And I was glued to my TV, bro. Glued to my TV. It's the energy, the drama, the suspense. I'm tapped all the way back in. First off, we had the men's Royal Rumble, right? This shit was straight fire. Jay Uso, the same guy I watched on the interview, came back out with the victory, secured his spot at WrestleMania. But the match was loaded with talent. It was like my childhood, the ending part of my childhood, not the beginning with The Rock and all that stuff, the attitude area. The ending part of my childhood, yeah, CM Punk, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, and more. And the eliminations was wild. The crowd was in it. Then we had the women's Royal Rumble. This is probably my first time ever watching the women's Royal Rumble. You had Charlotte Flair, who's the daughter of the greatest Ric Flair. She made a great return. She won the Rumble. The match was insane. There was surprise entries, high flying action, and Flair was the highlight. Like, I think she's been out for injury or something like that, but she came in and not only performed well, but she secured the win. The storytelling was on point. I even watched Raw on Monday night, and Kevin Owens and I don't know how to pronounce Buddy's name, but he got into it with Buddy again. They used to be partners or something like that. But I am tapped back in, bro. I just might start covering wrestling now because I watch Monday Night Raw. I got Netflix. I might start tapping back in on wrestling, bro. I might just start doing wrestling content. Boxing and wrestling content 2024 on it. And those who haven't tuned into wrestling in a while, this is the perfect time to tune in. I ain't gonna lie, I tuned in, I was hooked. Storylines got me hooked again. All this shit got me hooked again. This is the perfect time to tap back into wrestling. The WWE is bringing the heat. Say, tap back in. Tap back in. Hey, before I dip out of here, I got a teaser the next episode, episode 5. We coming in with a deep dive of Super Bowl. We got the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Eagles again in a rematch for the 2023 Super Bowl. The Chiefs are looking for a three-peat. The Eagles are hungry for their second Super Bowl. But we're going to break down the key matchups. I'm going to do a deep dive in player performances, what each team need to do to secure the wins. Plus, we will discuss the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. And what to expect, so hopefully y'all don't mix it. This has been another episode Sports with This Dope Podcast. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay solid. Keep it 100. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all pray for Dallas, man, because it's hard out here. It's really hard out here. We lost Luka. We lost our desire to watch basketball, bro. It was a matter of fact, hold on, I'm not done with it. It was a whole funeral. It was a whole funeral and repass at the AAC. It was a whole funeral at the AAC, bro. People was coming up the line up there, laying their jersey, showing their respects, bro. Season tickets go down there. People, attendance go down there. Now, this is the bright side about Luka leaving. The bright side is you could probably go to the game for like $10 now. Man, ain't nobody finna be at the damn games. Now they are going to win. I think this is what the confusing part for fans. They are going to win, bro. Anthony Davis is a 27 and 15 type of guy. I think they're going to win, but it's not going to be as exciting, bro. Seeing that number 77 out there on the court, one-legged threes and falling all off the court and all this stuff, bro. It's not going to be as exciting. It's going to hurt, but I do think we will be successful. I do think Anthony Davis is a good piece. Now, I wouldn't have made the trade myself, but I do think it will work out for the best. It will all work out. Like I said, this is Sports with This Podcast. And I'm out.